Hi folks, so today is 8th of 7th of March and we'll be looking at the Economic Times editorial newspaper. So this is the article which I've identified as relevant. Time to admit an error. So when it comes to CBDC, central banking something. So RBI seems to have taken Edward Hickson's 1840 model song, Perseverance, CB, CBDC full form. Central bank digital currency. Okay. So when it comes to CBDC, RBI seems to have taken Edward Hickson's 1840 moral song, Perseverance or Try Again, to heart. If at first you don't succeed, try again. So launched in late 2022, commercial banks that made CBDC available through their apps and interoperable within the existing UPI framework hailed it as a revolutionary step towards digitalizing India's economy. Tech mavens, including the founding father of Aadhaar, stated CBDC will have more value and be more effective on the cross-border side. How? His response: the world needs a class of digital public infrastructure across countries that offers low-cost payment rails. Then the magic will happen. So even if you're not jaded by terms like digital inclusion or dismissive of others like magic, except as performance art, there is no denying that these pronouncements created more confusion than clarity about the need of an e-rupee. RBI touted it as a digital innovation that could significantly impact three areas. Cross-border trade, CBDC was meant to curtail India's dependence on the dollar, elevating the rupee standing in the world currency basket. Cryptocular, e-rupee was RBI's answer to the many real and imaginary threats that cryptocurrencies generated in their wake. Cashless currency CBDC was meant to be a more convenient and efficient way to manage monetary policy objectives, including issuance and transmission of fiat currency. The CBDCs, however, have been unable to produce a single compelling use case or generate through enough transactions to warrant further product enhancement. But just when RBI's protracted radio silence seemed to tacitly acknowledge the same, a media announcement on January 28 indicated that several fintechs, including Cred and MobiKwik, were in the throes of rolling out a CBDC wallet offering. This is nothing short of mystifying. So, what could these wallets do for CBDC that banks could not do in the last 2 years? According to Cred, CBDC is not another fintech play, but rather a fundamental shift in how India moves money. Instant programmable, RBI backed. So these are fine sentiments, full of fire and assurance, redolent of a Bitcoin evangelist or a snake oil salesman. For all that, bank tokens, money in the bank used to make UPI transfers, for instance, can offer the same flexibility. A more plausible explanation, however, could be that these wallet companies consider or have been persuaded to consider CBDC as a silver bullet to help them garner market share from PhonePe and Google Pay, two unchallenged colossi straddling the UPI dominant payments ecosystem. If true, this would come as no surprise. After all, the ubiquity of UPI-based payments was built on the backs of three digital wallet entries: PhonePe, Paytm, and Google Pay. Despite being constrained by a zero MDR regime, which forbade the charging of fees to merchants for payment transactions, these companies achieved the kind of success that RBI and NPCI could never have imagined. Having achieved its objectives in making UPI universally accessible, RBI then tried to dislodge this trio to create more ever level playing field. This has proven difficult. While Paytm lost 72% of its account after RBI shuttered Paytm Payments Bank a year ago, the other two continue to dominate the market with an 85% share. An ill-advised move by NPCI to restrict volume growth by creating a 30% transaction processing ceiling has been shelved indefinitely, but the shape and form of the silver bullet remain a mystery. Any government concession or incentive to promote CBDC is tantamount to discounting the currency. Any cost advantages that the CBDC offers, such as the fact that no bank can demand an interchange fee to transfer what is essentially digital cash, will be universally acceptable to all players that allow CBDC transactions. Yet RBI is unwilling to concede. On February 23, Government of India announced CBDC would be the medium to promote direct benefit subsidies on the unified portal for educational loan. Interest subventions from the government will be credited to a student CBDT wallet with the fervent but inexplicable hope that it will help lenders quickly settle claims and curb fraud by identifying students who avails of benefits from multiple schemes concurrently. Ultimately, WC Fields had a more pragmatic take on Hickson's lines, which RBI may wish to consider. If at first you don't succeed, try again, then quit. There is no point in being a fool about it. So basically, it lays down the importance of CBDC, like how is it able to counter the UPI network, and what can benefit. So the main benefit which uh, has been highlighted is here. The world needs a class of digital public infrastructure across countries that offers low cost payment rails. Then the magic will happen. So, and also the payment aggregators, they are willing to incorporate CBDC wallet offering. So it's not another fintech play, but rather a fundamental shift in how India moves money, instant, programmable, and RBI backed. So it will be full of assurance and without like some kind of flaws in the Bitcoin policy. Despite that, we will not be having those things in CBDC. Okay, so that is all.